have one thing to add on, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, we bring TUF Salon to ABT because we think that ABT is a better name that we can bring young people together. Now, ABT stands for American Born Taiwanese, and it also stands for Art, Business, and Technology. So our goal is to connecting innovator, in the realm of art, business, technology, with future generations. So if you happen to know some good entrepreneur or some good technology, people with a very good idea and want to have a startup, and invite them to come to speak. And maybe we can find some older generation who have money to invest, that kind of stuff. So this is the basically this will be a platform that we hope that we can connect Taiwanese American together, and hopefully we can build a wilder and a more inclusive Taiwanese American community. That's our goal. Okay. Well, without further delay, I would like to introduce Mr. O. And then tonight's format is I'm going to ask Mr. O to talk about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and then I will bring up Jennifer, and then also talk about 10 to 15 minutes, about why they write and why they are so passionate about literature. And then after that, they will have chance to ask each other questions. And actually, Mr. O, he has never been to United States before. So, but I'm asking him to speak in English. So we will see how well he communicates in English. If he doesn't communicate well, we can bring KMT for their for their education system. If he does well, we can praise the almighty English literature. Okay.
Thank you. It's a very tough time for me because I never speak in English. I have to give a public speak and
forward so people can hear you.
And I even did not know that I had to give this speech before I'm boarding the airplane and get a mail from Simon. I'm so confused, but it's very happy that I had the chance to discuss with Jennifer about literature. And so I think I have read Jennifer's novel, this work, TUF the Legacy. And it's about the TUF massacre. And so I have some messages about the TUF massacre. Because that I have another novel is writing Taiwanese. It's tiongsiong, gunfire, the sound of gunfire in English. And so I think that we should discuss literature that I can explain what I understand about the TUF massacre. It's not very suitable for today's party, but that's my only message. So, and then my English very limited, and if I didn't speak very clear, please correct me anytime.
Very good. You're right.
我老公都教啊，是讲用方言比较帮我 translate。Yeah, and because it's my first time, so I have to note on my airplane. So and about the TUF massacre, I have some speech before in Taiwan, and I give some summary here that in 1945, the KMT dictators they rule Taiwan without Taiwan people's agreement. And there were many conflicts between the rulers and people, include the cultural conflicts between the rulers and the people, between the Chinese culture and the Japanese culture. So that Japan ruled Taiwan for 50 years, and there are conflicts about the job conflicts between the rulers and the people, because there's some job position was taken by the KMT that after KMT comes, and besides the economic impact to people's life, largely. There was huge rise in price for everything since KMT come. For example, in August 1945, there will be 20 cents per 600 grams of rice, the price. And it terribly up to $80 in just January 1947. And in other words, the rice price rose 400 times in just a period of 1.5 years. Okay, it rose 400 times of the rice price in just 1.5 years after KMT cut. So, and the sugar price is quite similar, and all the resources, right? The price rising is very terrible, very horrible rise. So the economic impact is very huge and very terrible. We cannot imagine how terrible life it is. No. And then in 1947, the 228 exploded. The 228 event exploded. About 20,000 of people were killed, many of whom are excellent experts, and most of whom never took up even a stone against the rulers. Some of them just walked on the streets and were killed without any reason, without any word. What makes me the deepest sad is the truth is still hidden by KMT. The truth is closed in a jail of lies. It's a question of transitional justice. It's a transitional justice. It's a big issue of it. For literature, we can do two things for transitional justice. The first is to release the truth out of the jail of enclosure and lies. The second is to keep the memory of the people. That's the job of our literature writers. And the people in Taiwan do not quite understand the massacre, do not know who should be in charge of the massacre. And even the history will soon be wiped from the textbooks in schools. That's why we said the transitional justice is so important, that it can prevent such history events happen again and again. And that's why we writers in Taiwan wrote stories about 228. Memory of people is the only power of people who have no weapons in hands. Memories and words are the only arms against the dictators, the rulers. It's just the beginning to ask the ruler and people to face the truth. And more truth is there waiting for unclosing. The key truth is who should take the responsibility and confess for their guilty and show a bit of regret about the massacre. That would be the very beginning issue. I'm so disappointed because that's why I wrote down my story about the TUF Abt massacre. It's all the stories in Kaohsiung and how the people died unreasonably, dying on the street by the rulers. It's to keep the memories, and on my viewpoint, to clarify some of the responsibility. I think to let the ones who should be in charge, to let them take the responsibility, and to release the ones who should not be in charge of it. That's the beginning of peace and forgiving. And like someone I think that after I read Jennifer's novel, I think that there are some people from China is not the one that should be in charge of the massacre. But if we do not deal well with if we do not deal well with the transitional justice, they will not share the responsibility. And we should let people know who should really be in charge of the event. And we need the truth. And we should find out the truth and write down the truth. And that's what we can do for this history event or legacy or disaster. And that's about my literature in TUF Abt. And I think that is very important because that the most important for writers is to think about that, how we are, how we will be, and what we are, who we are, how we recognize ourselves, and how we identify ourselves, and why are so many things happen, and let no anyone be angry with that, and accept that. That's very big issue for me while I'm getting educated in Taiwan, and so that will be good if that we can know the truth and we can correctly tell our children, our sons and daughters that what we have endured the history, and we will go ahead peacefully with the forgiveness. Thank you.
So actually KMP is not that bad, right? The education system is okay. Speak English as well. And then in addition to writing, he's also worked full-time for Taiwanese carer, telephone carer, actually he is responsible for negotiating with digital rights. With the big studio,
Video studio.
digital studios. Yeah. Okay. Now the next speaker, so I want to bring up Jennifer. Oh, right here. Okay. So actually, he is the author. She is the author of these two books. Okay. TUF Abt Legacy, and this is I didn't know that. Seniors what? Seniors. Lose. Okay. Okay. So.